Guys, Throwback Thursday here at Fantasy Scuba. So today we're going to give you a little fin tour. So early on in the 40s and 50s, in the evolution of fins, these are some old Voigt fins, and these are still around today in a different fashion. They're used like they're called boogie fins, and a lot of the surfers use them. Right? They got like this. These are actually were called Churchill fins. Get up here. That was the developer. See where it says Owen Churchill. Right, so these are like, this is like an original pair. Voigt used to have, everything was green in like 54, 55. So copying that, some really cool fins with the boxes. So these again are professional fins. Some Healthways water dogs, right? Got some really cool artwork on here. And also, as I'm going through all these boxes, everything was a little more macho in those days because we have pictures of spearfish on every single box. Okay, that made it better, I guess. Again, cashing in on that Navy name like we talked about before. These are some Sportsways fins from early on. Again, had that big band on the back. Then when they got into doing more of a shoe fin, this is J.C. Higgins. There's fins in this box as well. They're a shoe fin. There's our spear fisherman that endorses all of our fins. J.C. Higgins was a Sears brand that was sold at Sears and Roebuck. They also had Aqualung regulators that had J.C. Higgins names on them that were also sold at Sears. Going into Voigt, back to Voigt, because they were a big name. And here's our endorsement. These are Voigt Viking fins. This was a very, very popular fin, right? Got that official Viking logo on it. Here's some Aqualung fins. These are brand spanking new ones, never been worn. These were the Hydromatic champions. Right? These were around for a long time as well. Endorsement. Right? So in 1968, Aqualung came out with rocket fins. The rocket fin style is still around today. Here's a current one. Okay? So this is an Apex fin, but made by Aqualung. So they had these vents, and what happened with the vent is allowed water to pass through. Then when you're doing that downward kick, it broke that negative vortex on the back, made it easier to kick. These have been used by military forever. Scuba Pro came out with their version of rocket fins shortly after that. They called them jet fins, very close on the name. So here we go for today. Also, here's a pair of old rocket fins, and these were made for one specific event. They were marketed for 1 year, and on the comments, I want you to tell me what event that was. We'll see how old you are. Okay, thanks. That's it for today.